Good morning. I'm in Mexico today and I want to show you how I can warm up some water and purify it so I can have some oatmeal. So let me show you the circle out here. We're on the 4th floor, and then I'll show you how we do the water. So I have this backpacking filter. It's a MSR. So I've taken this camping with me for probably over 20 years now. But this is the pump side of it. This is the dirty hose side. Just want to show you. Here's the filter. And as this gets dirty, you can just scrub it with a Scotch-Brite pad. We'll screw that back in. I have some hotel water right here. And then I have this steamer we use for clothing. But between these two items, it doesn't take up much space in the suitcase. And that's why I chose to bring this. So it's got some calcium buildup on the inside. So we'll just run that through a little coffee filter to make sure we're not drinking that after we steam it. But what I'm going to do first, we'll put the clean end of the filter into the steamer. We'll put the dirty hose into the water. And as you pump this up, you can see the water coming through up here at the top. I can see it, you might not be able to, but you can see the water's coming down inside the cup. I might have to go get another cup though. But the steamer doesn't hold much water. It's almost full. If I pull this off, there it's full. So water's still coming out. I want the clean I don't want the clean hose to get into the water, so I just have it sitting there at the top. But I have this, it's full, it doesn't hold much water, but we'll put the lid back on. I'll plug it in. This one uses 450 watts. I could probably plug it into the lamp, but the outlet's right here, so I'm going to plug it into the outlet. It says to boil the water for 1 minute, so we'll hear this when it starts boiling, and then steam will actually start coming out. And I actually used it this morning to de-wrinkle my shirt. There's 1 packet of oatmeal, hoping that this water is enough water for 1 packet. If not, I might just have to do it twice. Get everything ready. This heats up really quick, so I'm going to show you 2, because I got to take this back home. I'm going to pull the hose off. Hose back into the cup. This other hose I could take off, but it'll drain through gravity. There's only a little bit of water in there. here. And you don't want to leave this wet and then put it in your closet or anything. It's going to start to grow some mold. So when I'm backpacking and I go to clean this, or after I use it, I'll leave it set out in the sun so it dries. So in the hotel room, I'll just leave it out here. So when I get on the airplane tomorrow morning, real early tomorrow morning, this stuff won't be wet, so I can hear it coming out. You can actually hear it boiling now. So let that go for a minute. So you can see it steaming. So it's boiling, but I have this as a multi-purpose, so I can use it for my clothing, de-wrinkle clothing. I can actually see the water in there bubbling around. You can hear it, so it's obvious it's boiling. Just make sure we give it a minute, and then we'll pour that into the oatmeal. So when you go to remove this lid, it says right down here, caution, cool down before refilling. So you do have to be very careful when you open that so you don't get splashed with hot water. So it might be good to wear gloves, maybe even have a towel. So I'll unplug it, that's the on-off switch, and then we'll wait till we don't hear it boiling, and that only takes a few seconds too. And then I'll open it, and then we'll make some breakfast. Today's breakfast is apple pie, instant oatmeal. And this one's gluten-free. We should probably see the steam stop coming out first. I can still hear it boiling, you can still see it bubbling. The steam's gone, but I can still see the water moving. So if you're real worried, you could wait even a little bit longer. It's only a slight turn, and then that lid pops off. There's no pressure built up, but there is still steam coming out. You can see the steam. There isn't a lot of water, so you can see the oatmeal's the first fold in this cup. So it's not a lot, but let's see how much water. So the oatmeal is at the first fold. The water is just above the second fold, and I haven't mixed it yet, so it's probably just under a half a cup of water. So what you can do, either you can try to wash it out. You can't get down into the very bottom because there's a hard plastic that's over the top. But you could try to clean down to the bottom, get the calcium out. You could run the water through a coffee filter. Or you could run it through one of these filters that's got a small screen on it. I did that last night, and it captures the calcium out of it too. I didn't do that for this time on the video, but you can see it actually looks pretty good. So we were, if I'm gonna be able to see that, oatmeal was at the first fold, water was above the second fold, but right now it looks like the water's absorbed into the oatmeal. So it's almost the perfect size for one bag of oatmeal. And it's probably pretty hot. Not too hot. It's pretty good. So the filter, you can probably drink the water directly from the filter. I drink this water from lakes and ponds and rivers, so there'd be no difference. But if you only boil the water, you're not removing the heavy metals. So you should filter to remove the heavy metals, and then boil it again to make sure you're killing any of the microorganisms. This filter claims to remove the microorganisms, so I would probably be okay with just doing this, but I needed hot water anyways. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like this video, leave any comments, and have a good day.